Hi, Saggies, and welcome to your March 2023 read. All right, this read is for Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. All right, let's get started. Okay, this just flipped out. Oh my God, right? Let's keep going. Second and third. Wow, look at this. Oh my God. 2 pages, and in the middle of the pages is the Ace of Wands. Wow. Okay, so first things first, I feel like the energy in the middle is about tending to children, either water, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. However, if it is 2 children, they're definitely very different. And one comes with a big heart, and not that the other doesn't, okay? Let's get that straight. But the essence of water plays a lot different than the essence of air, correct? Right? We need air to breathe, for sure. That's our lifeline from spirit. And we all dissolve back into, and we are a drop in the ocean of both of these the necessity of Mother Earth's, what Mother Earth has given us. Got it? Okay. So for some reason, you are starting something new with the kids, or you're teaching them, or you're teaching them how to give and or receive love, how to give and or receive a clear communication of truth. Like, you know, every kid, we're not gonna say that it's not true, where every kid likes to, you know, tell a story, fabricate a story. They don't always necessarily tell the truth, right? We know that. But this one may be passive aggressive, and this one may just be aggressive. Do you know what I'm saying? So the two work together, right? As we give and receive love to both, right? Now, if it's not children, you don't have that as you're not resonating with kids here, then what we have here is a showing of a new passionate love situation. But what is it conveying? What is the communication about? What is this page coming in to say? There's 2 pages, so you could have 2 new people coming into your life that are young, that want perhaps a new start with you. It could be one person encompassing both water and air, understandably so. So Saggies, you have to figure out where this resonates in your life, yes? Okay, so let me put these down real quick, and let's get more narrative to the story by I'm using the vice versa deck that that I love. Okay, so the 2 pages, we have the two seahorses that are looking at one another. So they're in sync. Their energy's in sync. There's a transformation going on. Like, could be just as simple as one of these children or teenagers, what have you, are growing up. They're changing. Okay, so now I was just drawn to my voice. So their voice could be changing. And that's where you could put these 2 together, right? Your voice is changing when you're growing up, and you're leaving, right, the teen to teenager, right? Okay, if that's obviously children. All right, let's look at the Page of Cups, and let's get one card real quick. What's the Page of Cups telling us? Look at that. What is fair? So, okay, so what is fair for one needs to be fair for the other. That's why we have the giving and receiving, right? That's what we said. So one child says, well, wait, is this fair and just that I get this and I don't, or vice versa? Or how is this going to be fair? How are you going to, if you do have kids, how are you handling, balancing the energy of loving both on the same level? That's not easy because the love of one child and the other could be, the common denominator is love, but the love could be different. Yeah, of course, right? It's not always the same. And nor should it be. It's a special, different kind of love. Now, this child could be headed, I mean, if it's not a child, like it's, it's, you're in your 20s and you're going, maybe this one's interested in law, in legal work, going to get a paralegal, maybe becoming a lawyer. So this child could be wanting to become a lawyer also, or is interested in law, interested in the justice, right? All right, let's keep going. I'll draw more cards, of course. I love these two together. I really do. And why do I love them together? Because they're so different. And sometimes that's the best part, is how different two people are. Okay, so someone here is stuck. Okay, so someone is feeling stuck because they maybe, if you're the parent and or the child, someone's feeling stuck about how to divvy up the love of children, or how to start something new. Someone might not see it as such. Like, here's swords, right? What if this child is not feeling the same love as the other one, and the other one's feeling the same way, but maybe this one literally speaks about it or feels it stronger, or you do. It depends on where you, this is a general. So someone here is saying, I don't feel it. Maybe I don't even know what to do to help. That could be also. So let's dive deeper into that Eight of Swords, okay? I don't want to go to the next child yet. Carrying a burden. Okay, so something could have happened. Definitely. Maybe the parents are holding, the child could be holding a grudge, and the parents don't have a clue. I'm not saying that in a bad way. Sometimes we are oblivious to how our kids really feel. Do you know what I mean? They don't always speak out and tell us how they feel, okay? Sometimes we're just flying by the seat of our pants, and we're really doing it. It's a hardship. It is, because it's coming out with this card. It's really been a struggle with these two teenagers, what have you. And it's not to say that we don't love our kids, or giving and receiving of love. But for now, let's go to the Page of Swords, okay? And let's see what the Page of Swords is feeling. Look at that. I'm headed for, I feel this is like, I'm definitely using my power. I really feel this is like a little manipulation of power. I'm not going to say misuse of power. Understand that. I'm not saying misuse of power. I'm saying manipulation of power. Who has the stronghold, right? Who has the stronghold when you look at these two? Right? What would you think? You can comment below. We're going to add layers to this for sure. This child or teenager, whatever, in your 20s, maybe under 20s, like just shy of 20. Teenagers. This child says, that's not fair. And this child is, I'm all about it. So maybe, I'm not trying to call anyone out, but I'm thinking that this child is about taking whatever they can get by using their smarts, by using their communication, whatever. Exploitation, I heard, whatever. This one listens to all convos. That's what I heard. Okay, so now let's talk about, because we're carrying a heavy burden because someone feels perhaps like they don't give enough. It's a struggle. I want to go back to these two cards. I want to see how this inflicts. Is this a knowledgeable, we know that, we're not doing a good enough job per se, or are we not paying attention? Okay. I mean, not everyone, but a lot of parents say, I don't think I did a good job. I'm not, they're not talking to me. It's hard to get through to my kids. That is very normal. But for some reason, this is really heightened because you have this ace here. So it's really heightened. The giving and receiving of love is heightened here between two kids. It could be two immature, teen or 20-ish, whatever. But I feel more that these are two kids where parents are having a real hard time. It's a struggle connecting. All right, let's go with the 8 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. Look it. It's two parents that are really struggling with their kids. One does whatever they want, and the other's like, well, wait, that's not fair. How come Johnny can stay out till all hours and I can't, and I'm just a year younger or what have you know what I mean? Okay, let's go back to the Page of Cups and the Justice card. All right, let's see what the transition or transformation is. Look, something blew up. It wasn't fair. It was a fight. It was a blowout. It was someone's going to jail. Maybe someone's going to jail. I got to pull a card on that other card, on the other one. Maybe the parents are just so upset because someone is going to jail. This Page of Swords could be going to jail because they did something. They're in jail. And the parents can't get them out. Something's up. Someone's shameful for what they did. I heard someone should have known better. Okay. So one kid's blaming. Someone's putting the blame on either the other child or the parents. Because look, even though this is the Justice card, it still looks like, right? They should have known better. Maybe someone is falling under the guise of, my parents should have known better that they were doing stuff behind their back or whatever. All right, let's go to the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands. Yeah, look. Look at that. Someone took money. Someone took money and took off. Right? They just took off. Or they're needing some money to get out of jail. I need another card on this. I'm going to just put it over here on the side. Okay, let's see what else comes out. Oh, yeah, look at this. A huge blowout, a fight. That's what we said. A fight ensued. Maybe this kid got in some kind of a tussle, whatever. I don't know. I don't even use that word. Had a huge blowout. Had a fight. Got, hurt someone. Stole money. Lied about where they were going or who they were dealing with. Maybe the kid owes money for whatever. Let's pull another card. This Page of Swords, you can see it in his face. Look. Look at that. A father and their children. His children. A father feels responsible for how their children are growing up. Okay, boys, that's enough. You see, the boys. My two boys are fighting. Anyways, I don't think the fight was between the boys. I don't. I feel that the Page of Swords went out on his own and got in some kind of trouble, for sure. And now the other kid is saying, okay, so, who's to blame? Someone's got to get him out, and it's going to cost money. Okay, boys. Okay. All right, that's enough. Sorry. I am sorry. But the boys are in my room, my sister's room. So, how do we handle the situation? The father says, okay, that's enough. I'm sorry. The father knows that they're going to have to take care of this. I find it interesting that the kids have grown up, right? So one's more feminine than the other. It doesn't matter. Masculine, feminine. That's not the point. Let's not go into that. The issue is the father's trying to have a convo with the kids and say, okay, now I have to pay out all this money because of what happened to the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords got in trouble. This is the father saying, here's the lesson. Here's the lesson. Let me get a card again on the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, and the 8 of Swords with the Ace of Wands. The truth. You got to tell the truth. The truth sets you free. So, Sag, if you know of a child, or you're the child, or you have a child, 2 children, what have you, one is now learning that the truth always comes out in the end, and that whatever happens, there are consequences to every lie. And that's this convo right here that's going on. And it's going to be with this child. Not saying the other one's not, for sure. The father is actually teaching both children what it means to not lie, to not try and manipulate, cheat, manipulate the system, have fights with others, have fights with one another, even if that is the case. But someone could have ended up in jail, and now you have to pay the price. I'm not sure if the father wants to pay the money. I really am not. Okay, the ace goes there. So, let's get another card. I'm going to ask that question. Does the father want to pay to get the child out of trouble? Yeah. Okay. So, that's the conversation. And yes, wow. Right? Okay, I'm going to get 3 more cards that just, let's see what the Spirit wants to tell us about this. Okay, we have the Chariot. Well, of course, who comes to the rescue? The lessons, Spirit, Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael holds the sword. This is the healing, though, not the sword. But still, it's Archangel Michael that holds the sword. The highest archangel of them all, because it's all about truth, right? Not saying that the others are not. I'm just follow me with what is going on right now. The 8, look at this. The Father's teaching the Son the lessons of life, the learnings of telling the truth, of going forward. It's like if you're not following Spirit, Spirit's going to teach you your lessons, and here are the consequences. And here are the things that happen rapidly. Lessons learned. 2 different kids. 2 kids, very different. And out of the blue, that fight ensues, right? The fight. What's fair and just for one is fair and just for both, yeah? So if this fight was between brother, sister, brother, sister, whatever, and one goes to jail or someone stole money or what have you, they lied, they manipulated, whatever, one's saying that's not fair, the other's saying, well, I got away with it. Well, they didn't. It's all on the Father, though, teaching the Son how you have to pay for your consequences. You have to follow the laws of the universe. And when you don't, you know, or they stole money because they needed whatever, right? We learn from our parents. Our parents are hardworking here. This father is hardworking. He made himself known when he came out with the 10 of Cups reversed. He's teaching his children about money, the values of life, the laws of the universe, you know, thou shalt not steal if that's the case, or fighting, or someone goes to court. They need to go to court. It doesn't necessarily mean they go to jail. For some of you, they are in jail and dad's got to pull them out, you know, bail them out. And or it's just someone gets, you know, in big trouble. And the other one's like, well, I don't do anything like that, so how is that fair and just for me? Okay, let's get 3 more cards. I feel like 3 more cards. Just to finish or add, right? here we go. Look at this. Oh, wow. Three of Swords reversed. So this Page of Swords is trying to heal from what happened. Maybe he got, you know, the shit beat out of him or something. I don't know. And there's the blue. So it shows that it's this child. The Page of Swords. These are the lessons that we learn. Crying, saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Regret. I feel massive regret here. Did something, and I may not have, you know, plugged into everything that happened here, but someone got in some big trouble. Look at that. 5 of Cups. Regret, remorse, depression, upset. I didn't know it was going to happen. I didn't see it coming. They didn't. They didn't know they were in such a shitload of trouble. I'm telling you right now. And here, look at this. I have a progression of 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I know the 5 is Cups, but still, that's the number progression of what learning the lessons, going forward. Okay, it's okay. They hear the littlest thing they hear, they bark. Sorry. So truly, this child is remorsefully, regretfully saddened by what happened. They regret what they did. They're trying to heal with the fact that they didn't, you know, they're claiming, they could be claiming that it wasn't their fault. Okay, that's enough. Okay, so someone didn't see it coming. Okay, chocolate. See how this is? One child and the other child, right? You have one that is honorary. Chocolate doesn't listen, I'm telling you right now. Either does that Page of Swords. He didn't listen. Maybe his brother or sister, whatever, said, you better be careful because you're going to get in trouble. And this one said, I don't think so. I know exactly what I'm doing. If it's, and that's the difficulty of being a parent, right? You always have 2 kids that are totally different. You have to give them a different type of love or a different attention, or you have to, you know, feel your way through their lives. So it's really important to know what they're doing, what they're watching, what they're feeling. And if they're not communicating, this is clearly serves as one of the most important discussions ever in this read, Saggies, is know what your kids are doing. Know how they're feeling. Have those convos. Are we having them? Do you know what I mean? Are we having them? Or now are we having them because one child got in so much trouble? Do you know what I'm saying? And it's a very basic, it's very basic because that's what kids do. Especially now, you can hardly, if you can get a word or two out of, you know, out of a child, you know, you're lucky. Do you know what I mean? They're always on their iPads, their phones, whatever. They're not wanting to talk to you, the parent. That's chocolate. Okay, you know, and one doesn't care what are the repercussions. That's chocolate. And I don't mean to make fun of that. I don't. But one doesn't care. I also feel that maybe there's a little ADD or ADHD in the situation as well. And sometimes the blowouts, they have, you know, all kids have blowouts. They do. And they don't know what's good for them. And then they get in trouble. Or they cause, you know, they cause a lot of trouble. Okay, so what will benefit us in the way that we think, in the way that we have the ideas that we think? How do we project ourselves? Is there an the question is there an immediate solution to the problem, or is it a process? Which usually it's a process. But to benefit from this process, chocolate, that's enough. Stop. See what I'm saying? To benefit from the process, it's not an immediate fix. No, it's a process of, okay, so maybe the child needs some help. Maybe, you know, going to talk to someone would be good. If being and/or talking with the parents is not resolving issues. It's the way we project ourselves. It's who and what is around that notably understands what the child is going through. Understandably, whatever this is that's going on. It's about the third house, which is Gemini, communication, the first house of the self, and the north node is the purpose with which we live on this earth plane about. That will benefit not only ourselves, but the all. We are the all. So we need to ask questions. We need to get more, maybe more, take action for the betterment of our children, meaning getting help, meaning don't worry. Now's the time to get the emphasis of what's happening here between children is imperative to help your children, to fix what's wrong, to see what's wrong. First, you have to see it, and you have to take responsibility for what you see. And how, I'm not saying it's a parent's fault for a child's inner anger, because this particular child, I'm going to tell you right now, is angry, and like what they spew out of their mouth is just, this is internal anger. And it may not be toward anyone, it may just be toward the self. It could be father issues, because the father's here and the father's trying to take care of this situation. And if nothing's helping, then we can't worry about it, but we can have faith to make the right connections, to help the child, to give solace and help to the child. It is about our actions, and it is about how we project to our children. Make sure you understand that. If this is resonating with you, the most important part of this read is to ask the questions, communicate with your children, and find out what internally they are struggling with. if they can't answer, or if they don't even know because they're 8, 9, 10, even 14, these are struggling years. And we shouldn't subject our kids to go on their own because we're too busy, or we don't have the strength to deal, right? Because it's hard. It's really hard to be a parent. So give your children, the love that you give your children is not necessarily the issue as much as at this point in this reading, it's more important to find out, have that communication if you can about what it is that they are struggling with. And if they can't answer it, then they need help. All kids need help, especially when they're crying out for help, the way that this one child is crying out for help. Maybe saying, you're not there for me. Maybe saying, I need you to be there for me and pay more attention to me. I don't know what your situation is. Okay? I send you so much love. Please like and subscribe, and I thank you. And I send you many blessings if this is about you and your kids. Take heed, take notice, take action, and communicate. And get help if that's necessary. Yeah, there's help out there. That's what we have, people out there to help us. Okay? Okay, I'm here if you need me. Have a great month.